Welcome back to the next part of my Verdant Wind walkthrough. You're immediately thrown into the next battle, which is the Confrontation at the Palace.
Is everyone ready?
We're gonna skip this scene. This is really important to note because I know you're probably tired from the last battle, but you don't get any breaks. You're thrown immediately into this fight right after the N-bar infiltration. We'll just wait for the loading screen to pass. Now, as you've just been thrown into this battle, it should really be no surprise that you should probably take this time to replenish any battalions that have been down.
Come back.
Check your inventory, see that everything is okay. Make sure that everybody's got the right abilities. And take another look at the map. So you'll see that you'll start right in the middle of the palace. And you've got quite a few units behind and around you. There's also a giant demonic beast, which you're inevitably going to have to face. A smaller demonic beast. A fire orb user manned by artillery, manned by a magician. Another giant demonic beast. And Edelgard. At level 40. She's a bit stronger than Hubert. I mean, obviously they're different classes. She's the Emperor class now. But also note that her resistance is significantly lower than her defense, so long-range magic is the key. Really, and I mean this seriously, take the time to note everything around you. Because if you don't, it could end up working to your disadvantage. For example, this is a door. Oh, come on, I knew that. Why did you need to point that out? Because some enemies are holding door keys. And without them, you can't pass through any of these entrances to get to Edelgard. Unless you've got a thief or an assassin. But chances are you may not, so pay attention to that when you're fighting. Anyways, let's get this battle underway. I've spent enough time. Victory conditions: defeat the enemy commander. In this case, it's Edelgard.
They've made it into the palace. Defeating them all will turn the tide of war. Everyone, prepare.
There are more enemies inside the palace, but if we defeat our bashful little... The key should be around here somewhere.
If you're going to rush this, and I highly suggest you do, because you're going to be under attack from all sides, don't ask why Byleth is free for some reason.
What's my strategy?
You're going to have to go straight in and fight.
I must lead them well.
So Byleth's got the door key.
Ready when you are. I shall not stray.
Actually gonna have Ingrid stay behind a little bit because she's slightly at risk.
Alright, who's next?
Good thing Leonie's gotten through that. I'm just speeding through this obviously because, well,
Sorry, it's gotta be
there's a time. I'm trying to make this video as fast, make it through this battle as fast as possible. Normally you won't be able to do that. Get Cutting Gale. We're using someone else.
Steady
Come
now.
on, Ignatz.
I
wasn't about to let you go.
So now I've built myself a little bit of a safe haven. Gather some of my units up here.
Let's make this quick,
Anybody that would be a bit too fragile.
shall we?
Hilda is not one of those
Do my
units.
best.
Get Marianne. Lorenz. I'm so bad with that name. And Claude. And this battle will start. Of course, Fire Orb user. Make no mistake, I knew that giant beast was coming through, but I kind of had to work.
I wonder how Dedue's doing.
Now I'm just going to unlock that door.
Not my.
And I've got a few other units. Now you really want to check the range of some of these spellcasters, because if you don't know what spells they've got and you're surprised at the magic you're being hit with, well, that's what we call a recipe for disaster. I suppose I could afford to use one of these. Take out the archer behind, which will make it significantly harder for Claude to get targeted. This guy's got no obvious weaknesses, but now is the perfect time to start using a gambit.
Here's an idea.
I haven't really changed the direction, but I've burst a hole in his defenses. Which means now it's the time to quickly take him out before things get too bad. It's gonna be a risk. Blaine survived. Sweet. Have Ignots come in. Oh, good chance. Oh, he didn't crit. He did not crit. Why do I place such high hopes on this man? Oop, didn't get close enough.
I'll tolerate no obstacle.
Take that beast out. Move Lysithea to the rear.
I will not die yet.
Smash him. Now I know those fire orbs and ballistas are going to keep attacking. I'm just rushing at this point. Their range is going to end the moment I get any of my units up there. Same with the fire orb user. Just gonna turn off the range. Yep. For now, Leonie's gonna go to the side. I'm just gonna have to endure those
I
attacks
never imagined.
a little bit longer.
I mean to belittle yours. Inform the troops.
So the units of the rear will start to approach.
No.
But now our biggest priority is just forcing our way through.
So close.
Dedue has appeared, which means reinforcements. He can't be controlled. He's just an ally. You just see that green color over his name. But that's good enough for us. Now, to smash on through. So I've smashed that square. It's open now. Which means that's enough room for someone like Ignatz to collapse that. It's hard to see, but I am weakening that demonic beast. And my Lysithia's got enough magical power to take down that large beast. Which allows me to move in. I'm actually going to just check their range. They can all hit me. Unless I move to the side. Remember, this is not the time for reckless bravado. If you can keep units alive long enough, keep them alive long enough. Byleth is undoubtedly going to take most of the damage, but, well, we don't really have a choice in this matter.
Infiltrators!
The units will begin to approach, but they shouldn't pose too much of a threat. Again. Thank goodness the dude's got some actual strength here. Flame's hurt, but she will be okay.
Had to be done.
As you can see, the dude's strong enough to at least withstand a bit of that assault. And now, I'll take some of that red off soon. Crush those magic users. And it becomes significantly easier
A fitting outcome.
Keep it up.
to position my units now that there's an actual defined safe zone. I mean, sure, she's still going to pummel me with some powerful magic, but
Oh, it never. If we don't block up the stair.
Make a difference?
as you can see, Claude will talk about blocking up stairwells, but I only did that just to give us a bit more breathing room. I didn't actually need, shall I say, have Leonie jump in there. I just wanted to make sure that, you know, that Dedue didn't die too early, because I like Dedue, and he's actually a pretty good ally to have in this mission. I'm actually going to have Raphael stay behind at the rear, just in case someone gets any funny ideas and tries to beat us. Now, as you might guess, there are stairs. And that sounded really obvious, but... Oop, Claude's actually just been hit. And the reason why I want to point out that it's obvious is because if you've got any units on a horse, it's going to be really difficult for them to climb stairs. But it's just Edelgard at this point. So I'm going to step to the side and take her out.
Professor, I said, but I will never give up. I will smash that phone.
I'll just skip that scene. That is the confrontation at the palace battle completed. Really, it's just making sure your priorities are straight and rushing forward to make sure that Edelgard is down. If the ballista and the fire orb are giving you too much trouble, take them out first. But remember, all you have to do is unlock the door at the front. You might have to take care of some of the giant demonic beasts and endure the magic that comes your way, but you don't really have a choice. Push on through and take down Edelgard, pure and simple. Use gambits if you need to take down Edelgard, ranged attacks. Just make sure you've got enough room around the stairs and you don't fudge up anything. That is the end of that video walkthrough. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe. There will be more videos in the future. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and please join me next time for the next video walkthrough.